Well, VST tillers came out with their set of numbers. There's some improvement in terms of margins, and on a low base, the numbers look pretty good. We have the CEO with us, Mr. Antony Cherukara. Hi, Anthony. Thanks so much for joining in. Always good to speak to you. Well, let's start off with your volume targets for this year. Last year on tillers, I think you did around 27,000 approximately. On tractors, you did around 8,800. So what kind of a volume number can you guide for this year? And in terms of price hikes, what was the price hike you took in FY22 so far? And is there a price hike in this month or in the next month as well that you have on the anvil? Please go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Nigel, for having me here. The quarter one results were indeed good, and we are looking at a 30% growth of power tillers for this year, at line with the quarter one results. In the tractor segment, we are looking at a growth of about 10 to 15%. That is what we're looking at for this financial year. And in respect to price increases, we have taken a price increase in June, and we have also taken a price increase in August. So in line with the commodity inflation that has happened.
What's the quantum of those price increases? In both June and August?
It's about 4%.
Cumulatively?
Cumulative.
So does that mean your margins improve from here, or they stay at around the 13% that you did in the first quarter? Because last year you did close to 17%.
Yeah, there has been continuous inflation, so we had to do this price increase to cover up for the inflation. So margin increase is still a question which will be driven by volumes rather than the price increase that we have taken.
But you've guided for 30% volume growth in both tillers and 10 to 15% in tractors. So does that mean margins could see some uptick?
Definitely yes, because the operating leverage will definitely be there, and that should help us post better margins. But as you know, the commodity is something which is unpredictable at the moment. It's still continuing to rise a bit, although it's stabilized in the last few weeks.
Okay.
But we are watching that closely, yes.
Okay, but 13% is what you can hold on to.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Anthony, the other aspect is I'm going through your annual report, and you're talking about 3,000 crores of revenues. Now, that's great news, and it's very, very encouraging. Unfortunately, over the last few years, you've been stuck in this band of 700 to 800 crores odd. So what is the time horizon that, in terms of, will you do 1,000 crores this year? Is that on the cards, 1,000 crores plus? Give us some kind of a roadmap out there.
Yeah, considering our base of FY20, we were at about 550 crores. And that is when we laid down this vision of getting to 3,000 crores by 2025. So the first 2 years, we are on the path. We are clocking about 40% CAGR the last 2 years. We are at about 800 crores now. And yes, to achieve this vision, we would have to clock 1,000 crores this year as well. So to cross 1,000 crores, yes.
So this 3,000 crore, when you get it by 2025, the proportion of tractors and tillers would be what at that point? What would your revenue mix look like?
Currently, the power tiller is about 55% and 40% is tractors and 5% is the other businesses of parts and oil, etc. We believe that it should be more or less equal while we get to 2025. The reason is being the small farm mechanization business is also expanding.
Got it.
But we have got into power weeders and those segments which I have spoken to you earlier about.
Okay, all right. So 1,000 crores for this year with the margins of around 13%. That's something that you're targeting for FY22, correct, right?
Absolutely.
All right. We are running a little short on time, but we have to ask you about the Whitefield land. What's happening out there? I believe it is industrial land. Is there a plan to convert it into residential? Are you planning on leasing it out? Are you planning on selling it out? Give us some update there, because that could be a big value unlocker for your shareholders. Please go ahead.
Absolutely. So what we have done currently is to shift our manufacturing operations from Whitefield to Hosur.
Yes.
And increase operational efficiency. And we have also tried to use the facility that we have in Whitefield by shifting our warehousing operations to Whitefield, which was earlier on operational lease with some other party. So currently we are focused on operational efficiency increasing using this facility. However, we understand that we will have to unleash the value of this land at an appropriate point in time. Right now, we have not decided on anything.
Okay, you haven't decided on that, but the fact that you are looking at 1,000 crores is something that the street likes, and we've seen a mild smidge on the upside on the stock. Thanks a lot, Anthony, for joining in and giving us all those details. Wish you good luck.